Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I thought I'd try something different with this nugget. How do you guys fancy making an easy £50? Watch this nugget to the end to find out how. This nugget of wisdom will show you the different simple ways on how to install a program on Mac, and then to no surprise, how to uninstall a program on Mac. There's a few different ways to install programs on a Mac, and I'm sure most of you would have done at least one of these methods already. But for the benefit of those who are new to Mac, I'll quickly go over the 3 different ways. Unfortunately, the method you use is not your choice, as this is determined by the programmer of the program you're installing. To demonstrate each method, I'm going to install 3 programs, which are Pages, Firefox and VirtualBox. Each has a very simple method of installation, and you will find one of these methods on nearly every program you install on the Mac. If you're currently using a Mac or have an iPhone or iPad, I'm sure you've already installed an app with the first method of installation I'm about to show you. You've guessed it, it's from the App Store. If possible, I will always try to use the App Store as my first choice, because I know with 99.99% accuracy the app is virus, malware and spyware free, and it's been integrity checked by Apple. There are a few ways to access the App Store, and the most obvious way is via the App Store icon on the dock. But what if there's no icon on the dock? You can access the App Store by clicking the Apple menu and then selecting About This Mac. Then click Software Update. Or you can just navigate to the application menu via Finder. Once you're at the App Store, you can search for apps by category, by the top 12 apps you need to pay for and the top 12 apps which are free, or by the apps which are currently being featured. Or if, like in this example, we know the name of the app, just type it in the search box, and in this case it's Pages. And right there at the top there's Pages. Click Install and that's it. Notice the progress bar on the launch pad. Give it a few minutes to install and you're ready to go. Now I can close the App Store and click on Launchpad and then open Pages. For this next method of installation, we need to find the program to install. So using the Safari browser, I'll search for VirtualBox and then navigate to the main website. Now I'll click the subtle download button and then select the Mac version. This now pulls the installation package into my Downloads folder. I'll close Safari now. When the download is finished, double click the file and the install package will open and self-check its integrity. It's then mounted as an object location where it can access necessary files. It then loads the installer interface, and in this case I'll just follow what's on the screen, which is double click the icon. Just click continue a few times after thoroughly reading the splash screens, and I'll just go with the defaults and then click install. I now need to enter credentials of a user with elevated permissions, so I'll just enter my password. And this should fail to install because it's considered an untrusted installation. So if I click Open Security Preferences, I can authorize the software. Now that it's authorized, I'm going to install it again. So close that and keep. I don't want to move it to trash just yet. And double click on the icon and continue and install and password. And click close. And now I can move it to the trash. For this third method, I need to download Firefox. So back to Safari, and I just type Firefox download for Mac and press enter. This gives me a whole bunch of sources to download from. My advice is that you download from the vendor and not an alternative, because you don't know what extra things have been added to the download. Firefox is written by Mozilla, so that's where I'll download it from. Similar to the previous example, Double-click the file and the install package will open and self-check its integrity. And again, it's then mounted as an object location where it can access the necessary files from. The installer interface loads, and in this case, which I don't think is particularly obvious unless you already know, but it's basically saying drag the Firefox icon to the apps folder icon. Once the installation is complete, we can dismount the object location by selecting Eject from the right-click context menu. If you don't have the right-click context menu configured, click on the information link at the top of this screen to see my nugget of wisdom titled How to Right-Click on a Mac. Now let's do the uninstall. If we open the Launchpad, you can see Firefox is there, but this is only a shortcut. Deleting this will not delete the program from your Mac. To completely uninstall Firefox, using Finder, navigate to the application folder, and from there, just drag the program icon to the trash can. And if I open Launchpad again, you'll see the icon go from there too. Thank you for watching. If you found this nugget of wisdom useful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Now, as I said at the start of this nugget, how would you like to make an easy £50? It's simple. Comment below or send me a message on any of the social media links that are listed in the description area with your suggestion for the future nuggets. Please keep it clean, and the only criteria is it has to be computer tutor related. You can find competition dates and further details in the description below or on my Facebook page. T's and C's apply.